the cloud. Okay. All right. So everyone has a chime when they log in. That's going to be fun for a few minutes. Is anyone else hearing the chiming, or is that just me? No one else is hearing it? Perfect. I'll just go ahead without it. All right. So welcome to the SWAT team call tonight. My name is Lindsey, Wynia, and I'm actually, my week is usually week 2 of the month, but I'm pinch hitting for Sybil Imel, who's been on the beaches of Maui all day, and we just couldn't have possibly asked her to be doing this call tonight, even though she's sitting in her car watching, just because she's a dedicated, driven leader who shows up. So that's why we love her. So thank you for being here, Sib. We are super excited to talk to you tonight about how to crush this promotion. Who wants to crush the One Sweet Summer promotion? In the chat, say, I'm gonna crush it. Go ahead and type it and commit. We want you guys to commit to crushing this promotion. And you know, what I really need you to know is what the rules are of the promotion. So I'm gonna take just a few seconds to go over that. You need 10 enrollments to crush this promotion, okay? 10. You have to have them order at least 150 BV, okay? It doesn't have to be a pack, but it has to be at least 150 BV. That will qualify them for the free shipping. If you haven't yet heard already, there is a free membership code tonight of SWEET, S-W-E-E-T. Please do not hop off the call and go enroll people. Take 30 minutes for those of you who are on Pacific Coast time. There's still time. There's still time for you guys to get in touch with the people who want to take advantage of that extra free membership and free shipping tonight. One night only. It ends at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So please make sure that you're aware of that and crushing that tonight. So I know that we may have talked about this before. You may have heard people say this before, but this truly is a numbers game. When I say that word, when I say this is a numbers game, I want you to type in the chat what that means to you, because sometimes I feel like that verb or phrase is a little bit lost on people. When we tell you that enrolling 10 people a month is a numbers game, what that means is you have to have about 10 conversations in order to enroll one person. Now, when I say conversation, I do not mean that you're messaging someone, okay? That's not 10 Facebook messengers, okay? That's actually 10 times that you have a conversation with someone, 10 times that you actually talk to them and ask them to take a look. So if you have never watched Eric Worre's 20 and 30, that is the best way to get this done this month. Please take some time. It's like a 30-minute video. You have to go and watch that. Belly to belly is always the best way to have a conversation. I know so many of you are terrified to get on the phone and terrified to, you know, really have voice-to-voice conversations, but it's imperative that you have those. And the reason why is because that's where people feel the excitement and emotion. We have a brand new person on our team. His name is JD. He might be on the call tonight. I don't know. But I had him share his story the other day. You guys, you can't help but feel the excitement that he has. And people need to hear that in your voice. They need to hear the excitement and the fire and just really get charged. People hear it in your voice. When I talk right now and I'm super passionate, can you feel it? Can you hear it? It's different, right? Than if you're typing in a Facebook message. Yes, I love this product. Yes, I think it's amazing. It's completely different when someone hears your voice. Hold on a second. My dog's going crazy. Okay. Sorry, I'm coming back. Locking the door. Oh, just 5 kids home for the summer. No biggie. So, so you guys, it's all in your voice. It's all in your posture. It's all in what you say to people. But you're not going to get any enrollments if you're not having conversations. Now, there's so many ways, honestly, to start a conversation with someone. And I'm going to give you a few ideas. But the main gist of it is that you have to have lots of conversation. You have to get yourself in front of people. If you have a book club, if you have a knitting club, if you have someplace where you go on a regular basis that you can have a conversation. It's time to start having those conversations with people. And here's what I found. I know this is crazy, you guys, and this is going to blow your mind. But what I have found is that I can get a perfect stranger to sign up with me faster than I can a family member. Does anyone relate? Can anyone relate? So if that's the case and you're in a hurry to crush a promotion, it's time to start getting in front of other people who you can talk to who don't know you. Okay? Like, that's just what I'm saying. I know it's weird. I know that seems weird. It seems wrong. Your family should love you the most, but you've got to have the conversations with the new people. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with these two ladies, Jessica Rigner and Angela Maresca. Raise your hand if you've heard them speak before. Okay, they are animals. And I actually had the opportunity to talk directly to Jessica Rigner last week in Maui. And I'm not kidding you guys. She will talk to anyone. And she sends Facebook messengers to people asking them if they will take a look all day, every day. Did you guys hear what I said? All day, every single day. Now look, Darren Hardy said he presented The Compound Effect, which is his book. He presented it in Maui. It was phenomenal. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the spoiler, okay? I'm going to tell you the end of the book. What he says is, it is the consistent little things that you do every single day that make you successful. The only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that the successful people do what the unsuccessful people don't want to do every single day. Neither one of them want to do it. Successful people don't want to do it either. It's not any easier for successful people to do it. They just push past the pain of having to get it done. Okay, so there's a massive truth bomb for you. So if you're thinking, oh, I can't be successful, you're wrong. You can totally be successful. It's about pushing through the boring monotony of having a zillion conversations with people and getting better at your conversations every single time. Never leaving a conversation where you don't have complete passion and excitement in your voice. I can tell you right now, if JD was on this call, let me see if he is. Is JD, are you on this call? I don't think he is. But I can tell you right now, if you heard him talk even for a split second, you would know that he is completely fired up about our system, and it is contagious. And you have to help people hear that excitement in your voice, and you have to do the little actions every single day to have those conversations. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can approach people. Jessica Rigner, she messages people every single day, consistently every single day in her Facebook Messenger. She prints out her Facebook Messenger list. She goes down the list and she says, hey, I don't know, write down this verbiage, get out your pens. Hey, I don't know if you've heard what's going on with me, but for the past couple of years, I've really been on this incredible journey, this health and wellness journey. I'm so fired up about it. I'm so excited about it. And I love helping. I'm looking for people who are ready to improve their health or their bank account. Do you know anyone who would be interested in doing that? I would love for you to send them my way. I would totally appreciate it. Thank you so much. She actually sends it in a voice message, and then she says, did you get that message? She types it out so that they're so curious they have to push the play button on that message. Okay, and she says that to tons of people every single day. As a matter of fact, she did it to her chicken list. She called this guy who was like, I don't know, like a big man on campus, most popular guy on campus. And she said, hey, I am looking for people who are ready to up-level their health or up-level their income. Do you know of anyone who might be interested? I would love for you to send them my way. I will take great care of them. Guess what? He messaged her back and said, you know what? My wife just went on maternity leave and she doesn't want to go back to work. I would love to chat with you. He was totally on her chicken list. She was terrified to call him. So simple. And honestly, I know that Angela Maresca does the exact same thing. So it's great, you guys. It's great to send 20, 30 messages a day. Please don't get put in Facebook jail. Do not copy and paste a message. Send a voicemail. It's way more effective and you won't get put in Facebook jail. But please make sure that you're doing the do and reaching out. Here's another example. JD, this guy that I just talked about, he's so fired up. He actually called his friend, who's like a total salesman. He's like, dude, I've got to practice on you telling my story and like, you know, telling people a little bit about my product. Do you have a few minutes you could listen to my spiel, right? I mean, how genius is that? How many of you could call and be like, you know what? I wanted to practice my skills. Can you listen to me for 10 minutes? Who would be willing to do that? Who would be willing to call 10 friends and say, I need a huge favor. Could you listen to me for 10 minutes while I share my story? I have to practice. I committed to Lindsey Wynia on Wednesday night that I would call 10 people and could you just do me this favor and listen to me for 10 minutes? How many of you can do that? You know, you have to have the conversations. They might say no. That's totally okay. Totally okay. But if you're not having the conversations or getting in front of the people, you're not going to do it. I'm going to tell you one other place that you're not going to have success. At home. At home. Okay? You have to get out and start interacting with people. Now, I know connecting with people like freaks people out, you guys, but it doesn't have to be weird. It doesn't have to be weird. I was just in Maui. Okay? I was just in Maui and I went on a helicopter ride. Okay? This was literally last Tuesday. So it was literally a week ago. I went on a helicopter ride. We were sitting there watching the video that tells you what to do if your helicopter crashes. I mean, it just should just say you're going to die, so don't worry about it. But anyway, you know, it tells you what to do. Pull this button, pull this lever, whatever. And so we were watching this and the people sitting next to us were going to go on the same helicopter tour as us. And so I said, hey, are you guys going on the helicopter tour to Hana? Yeah, we are. Awesome. I'm Lindsey. This is Peter. What's your name? Hi. You know, so what are you in Maui for? They said they were on vacation. I said, oh, cool. Like I'm on a reward trip with Isogenics. We want a trip. And she goes, oh, I've heard of Isogenics. And I was like, you have? And she's like, yeah. And of course I thought she was going to be like, yeah, I've enrolled. I love the product or whatever. And she says, actually, I ordered a 9-day off of Amazon like 3 years ago. And I was like, oh, wow. And I was like, this could go someplace. And she goes, yeah, I really liked it. It was great. And I said, yeah, it's a great product. I really like it too. Now, listen, you guys, I did not crawl down her throat and beg her to enroll. I actually held back a little bit. I held the power of the conversation. I had her wanting to ask me more. So I said, oh yeah, I totally love it. I've been doing it for 3 years. I had an amazing transformation. Like, here's my photo. And she's like, wow, that's really impressive. I have a great transformation photo. And she's like, that's really cool. And I said, yeah, I'm really happy about it. I really love it. Didn't say another word. I knew I was going to be with her for the next 6 hours. So I did not crawl down her throat. We got on the airplane, the helicopter. Oh, actually, we moved to a different section. And she said, well, do you have a card or something? Because I think I would really like more information. I don't carry cards with me because I like to gather people's information. So I said, actually, can I connect with you on Facebook? I'm on Facebook. And she's like, sure. We connected. She accepted my friend request right there. And I was like, that's great. I'm not even going to push anymore. I have her contact information. I can message her later. Well, that wasn't good enough for her because I was totally low key and was not crawling down her throat. And she said, you know what? She's like, when I decide to do something, I decide, you know, I'm just going to do it right away. And I want it like at my door the next day. And like, we got on the helicopter ride. We're driving down Hana. She's asking me a zillion questions. After we get off the helicopter, I simply emailed her her pack options. And she emailed me back the following day and said, I would like to get started with the value pack. It was that simple. I just enrolled a complete stranger on my helicopter tour. And guess what? There was another lady on the helicopter tour who heard me talking to her, and I'm talking to her as well. So it's so simple. And sometimes I think we go to overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Make the connection and be there. Be there, connect with them on Facebook. Your social media is your presence, and it's a way to remind people that you have a solution. It's not a way to build your business. Stop posting and praying that someone's going to comment and ask for information. It's so ineffective, it's crazy. You know, and then everyone gets all deflated and demotivated because no one asked for information on my post. I'm so sad. It's because you're not reaching out. You're not going outside of yourself to see who you can help and who you can serve. It's okay to send a message. It's okay to connect and ask for a referral. Those are all totally normal. If you were like a chiropractor, you would tell people what you did for a living, and you would ask people if they know anyone who needed a chiropractor. Wouldn't you? So why are you so weird about Isogenics? You are a practitioner of Isogenics. You have an incredible business. You have a solution, and you're there to help people. So tell people what you do. I guarantee you're not as irrelevant as you think you are. People don't know what you do, how you do it, or why you do it. They maybe have only seen a handful of your posts. So it's okay to reach out and tell them that you love what you do, that you've been on an amazing health journey, and that you would love to chat with them if they're interested, but you would really love it if they sent you referrals. Does that make sense to everyone? 10 conversations a day with people who are not already enrolled. It's really, really important to have those conversations. Get yourself in a place where you can have conversations. I took Uber. You guys, I'm going to enroll I take Uber to the airport every time I go out of town. I'm going to enroll my Uber driver tonight. You guys, my Uber driver, he seriously lives in the next neighborhood down. And I'm going to enroll him tonight and his wife. And they're so excited to do Isogenics as a business. Because why? Because he Ubers. He has a side hustle. He's looking for additional income. So it's so important to do these little things. Stop posting and praying and start connecting with people and let them know what you do for a living. It's super, super important. It is a little boring. It is a little monotonous. It's definitely not sexy, but it's the little things that you do every single day to try to further your business forward. Those are the people who win. Imagine for a moment, if 365 days ago, you had connected with 20 people a day, even on Facebook, even just letting them know what you did for a living. Imagine what your business would look like today if you had done that for the past 365 days. I guarantee your income would be double what it is right now. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? So I was actually talking with one of my leaders today, and she had some really great ideas of some things, because I said to her, and this is what I would say to each of you who have leaders who are running for this. First of all, you need to know who on your team is running for this, because you should all be working really hard together, maybe using Marco Polo and getting everyone in a group together and really inspiring each other. So if you are on this call, you're a leader. If you've enrolled someone, you're a leader. You need to reach out to everyone on your team and say, are you doing this promo? Because I want to run with you. That is your JOB. And it is your JOB to talk to them about this promo and ask them if they're going for it. It's your JOB to have at least two tastings this month at the very, very least, and to have every single one of the people in your organization who are going for this promo to also be having 2 tasting parties. Does that make sense? This is called doing the do. It's taking the action steps that you need to help people crush this promo. There should be tasting parties like wildfire in your organization. And if there's not, you need to look at yourself and what you're doing and how you're teaching your people to actually crush this promo. Okay? So I'm going to have Carrie unmute her line for a minute and say some of the things that she said to me today about what she has done to try to make new connections. Carrie, do you want to share a little bit?
Yes. Hey, everyone. So one of the things, I've listened to a lot of Kathy's little blurbs, and every time that Kathy speaks, she always says, you need to ask for referrals. And I haven't done that. But I had a birthday last week, and you know how on Facebook, everybody sends you messages and they say, happy birthday, happy birthday. Well, I responded to every single one of them. And then I also chose to write them a personal private message saying, thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. I feel so much better. I don't feel like I'm aging. I feel better than I did 10 years ago. I love what I'm doing. And I'm wondering, do you know anybody who's looking to improve their health and maybe make some income? I love referrals, and I'll treat them like family. And I sent that out to the 150 people who sat and wrote to me on my birthday. So I know that I had a birthday to do that with, and that sort of helped. But I also have here something that I'm doing this month is I printed my Facebook list. I have my entire list of Facebook friends, and I'm going through it. And I'm going to ask people who I've not been in contact with for a long time if they want referrals. And I've already had 3 people say, well, how come I can't do that? I'm like, I can totally help you. And so that is one of the things that I think I've started doing this month, because I am determined that I'm going to have those 10 enrollments. And Kathy always says ask for referrals. So that's what I chose to do. And what was the other thing I said, Lindsay?
I think you were, well, for sure you were having a tasting, I know, but there was one other thing.
I'm having a tasting. I'm getting my team involved in tastings. And the other thing too is to make sure, I called 26 people about tonight's Experience Isagenix call. Yeah. And I literally left messages for 26 people that I personally invited. And I said to them, tomorrow night, there is going to be an informational meeting online. You can listen to it as you're cooking dinner with your headphones, however you want to do it. But I would like to invite you as my personal guest to be on that call. If you're interested in getting the link, please let me know. And I didn't give them the link right away because I wanted to know if they were interested in tuning in. And the people that I sent the link to, I now know that I can follow up. So those are a couple things that I've done.
They asked you for your verbiage again from the voicemail that you sent to everybody.
For the birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, thank you so much for commenting on or leaving me a message for my birthday. I really appreciate it. I love that as I get older, I don't feel like I'm aging and I feel better than I did 10 years ago. The nutrition that I'm using is absolutely amazing. I was wondering, do you know anybody who would like to improve their health and potentially make a little side income? I love referrals and I will treat them like family. Thank you so much again for taking the time to message me for my birthday.
Awesome. Okay, I know someone else who's actually going down and looking at every single past power post that they have ever done and following up with every person who liked or commented or asked for information. So they're circling back around to all their power posts. If you have not made a list of every single person who asked for information, if you have not made a list of every single person who has commented on your Facebook wall about your transformation, if you have not made a list of every single person who you've added to a coaching page, it is mandatory. It is so important that you do that and that you keep track. And you should absolutely be following up with every single person in that category. So making a list, going through and saying things like, hey, I know the last time we chatted, the timing wasn't right for you. And maybe things have changed. I just wanted to circle back around to you and see if anything had changed and you might be ready to get started, because we have an amazing promotion that I would love to tell you about. Don't tell them about the promotion. Let them respond to you and ask the question, what is the promotion? Let them show that they're interested. Give them something to reply to. Don't ask, questions that aren't open-ended. Let them circle back around, because you don't want to waste a bunch of time with people who aren't really interested. You want the people who are interested to be replying directly to you so that you know who to work with. We have limited time. You got to get through a lot of people. Also, if any of you have done online tastings, you can go through and you can go back to those old tastings, okay? And they're still there. They're still there in Facebook land. And you can go through and you can see and look at every single person you invited, or you can look at every single person that you tagged, or you can look at every single person that commented or whatever, and you can create your list from those as well. Those are the people who really said that they were interested, and timing just may not have been right. So really quickly in the chat, I know that I am not the only person on this planet who has amazing ideas on how to reach out and connect with people. So just so that everyone has an opportunity to share, put in the chat 2 ways that you are reaching out to people. 2 ways that you are reaching out to people. Start taking screenshots with your phone, people. 2 ways that you are reaching out to people for this promo. What are you doing? Help each other out. Put it in the chat and say some of the things that you're doing to blow this promo up. Following up in Messenger, calling everyone on the list. Everyone should have a list of 100 people. If you don't have a list of 100 people, you need to make one right now. What else? Setting up calls, asking people to take a look. looking at past power posts. What else are you guys doing? Voice messenger clips, power post review, 2 tastings, book clubs, old email contacts, going through your phone, you guys. What about if you just go through your phone? Have you ever gone through your phone list and called every single person from your phone list? Taking bars to share, tastings in a gym, weekly drop-in lunch. I love that. I also had someone on my team do a breakfast. Such a great idea, especially with the kids getting out of school. Chatting with inactive people. You guys, I did just enroll someone yesterday who has not been enrolled for 2 years. I enrolled her yesterday with like a brand new pack. Good idea. It's also a great idea to go back and to use ISA sales tools and emails all of those contacts. So I'm emailing all of my inactive accounts and letting them know about the promo so that they can take advantage of that if they're ready to get started again. Go to a networking group. Love this. Making videos from Maui, saying that she wants to reconnect, doing the what if video. If you guys haven't watched Trudy's what if video, Tanya also did a what if video recently. Go watch those and do a Facebook Live on Sunday night. Do a what if video. Free trip to Nashville, asking people who wants a free trip, right? Asking for referrals. Good job, you guys. Voice messaging everyone for birthday wishes. Awesome. Posting in exchanges, right? In exchanges or groups where you're allowed to post in exchanges or groups. Those are all great ideas too, like drumming up new leads. It's a great time to do that. If you have done it and you've gotten away from doing it, go back to doing it. It's a great way to connect with new people. Also, because maybe a lot of the people that you previously friended, they will see you post in that group. They'll see you do another post. So it's a great idea to do that. Carrying isolene bars, have lunch on me today. Awesome, you guys. Did I catch everyone? Go ahead and scroll through this and make sure you've taken a look at all these. Yep. I know timing wasn't right for you last time. Loving all these. Tailgate tastings. You gotta love Sib for her fun, for her mojito parties. All right, you guys. Did any of those tips help you tonight? Did any of those tips help you tonight? We work so hard to make this hard. We work so hard to make this hard. It's not that hard. It's really not. It's consistency. It's doing the same kinds of activities every single day and not skipping a day. Like I said, like think back, if you had been doing these things, these kinds of follow-ups, like we all get in this massive frenzy when there's a promo, but imagine for a moment if you had been doing this for the last 365 days consistently. What would your business look like then? If you were consistent every single day, doing the very, very basic actions of reaching out, connecting with new people, and asking for the referral. Where would your business be today? The last 5 people I've enrolled, 2 of them were complete strangers that I met on the street. 3 of them were referrals. Okay? Handing out hydrate samples with a card, connecting with new friends. I love it, you guys. All right, thank you for tuning in for our 30-minute SWAT call. We really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having an amazing summer, and I cannot wait to see you all in Nashville with your free trip to Nashville. Night, guys.